Hi, in this video, I'll be talking about the movie Destination Heart, which you can watch here on YouTube on Uchenna mbunabo TV. This movie is an interesting watch. It tells the story about this girl, Zoe, who finds out that her boyfriend is cheating on her. The same day she finds that out, she, out of anger, books a ride to take her home. Then on the other end, we have this guy who drives around as a, let's say, Uber driver, who has this side hustle of driving around. Was the one that picks this girl up on that fateful day, and she happens to have forgotten one important document in his car, which he was planning to give to her, but was to give to her the next day. Long story short, she loses her job because of that missing document, and she just gets very upset. She gets angry at the Uber driver who comes next day with the documents, and finding out she had lost her job, he apologizes to her. Long story short, we get to find out that she has this talent for cooking, and her bestie cajoles her into starting her own cooking business while she's also trying to get something to do like a 9 to 5. Instead of going for interviews, she can actually monetize this her talent of cooking. In the process of all that happening, she gets to find out that her bestie and this Uber driver that has been calling to apologize to her are actually, related. And they form a friendship, and he seems to be the one that is helping her, deliver her food. It's a nice story. It's basically a romantic movie about, how these two people found, comfort, support, and love in each other. And also how this guy was able to make this babe believe in herself, believe in her dreams, and for her to achieve big things essentially. Yeah, so for the actors in this movie, we have the character Zoe, who was played by Lydia Lawrence Nze. So this woman is a wonderful actress. She's so beautiful. She did really well in this movie. Like I thoroughly enjoyed her performance in this movie. Even the scenes where she was yelling at Clinton Joshua's character, it was funny to see. And also the scenes where we get to see her, falling for this guy was really cute. Then you also get to see the character Terrence, who was played by Clinton Joshua. So he was this nice, cool, sweet guy. He had this video editing, camera photography business, and was driving cars around on the side. So he was this guy who was like a good friend. He was a really, really good, like he was a proper good guy. And he became friends with this lady and wanted her best interest at heart. And in the process of all that happening, he falls for her essentially. Then we also get to see the character Alex, who happens to be Zoe's boyfriend, the one that she found out was cheating on her. So this guy was a walking red flag, honestly. He did so well in his role because he would annoy you a lot. Just imagine somebody that, talks down on your dreams. He doesn't want you to, have an opinion. He feels he can do anything and get away with it essentially. And he was very, self-absorbed. He didn't care about, her dreams. He didn't even want to put like what she had to say into consideration. Basically, what he says is law, and he did not even care about her passion for cooking. And he was just like a walking red flag, the guys that not to entangle with essentially. But it was really sad that Zoe didn't get to see that early enough to get out of that relationship. Then also get to see the character Nancy, who was played by Jennifer. So this babe was a very wonderful friend and an annoying cousin to Terrence, because she was the one that was more or less nudging Zoe in the path of starting his her cooking business, trying to get her friends to patronize Zoe's business, and she did so well. Like get you a bestie like Nancy, and in the role of annoying her cousin, she was that girl, that annoying, lovely cousin that you just have in your corner essentially. So all the actors, although not a lot, but they did so well in telling this cute story. Especially, it's a movie of love. It's just a romantic, feel-good movie, and in watching the movie, we get to see like the two different guys in Zoe's life. So on one hand, she had this her boyfriend that was shutting down her dreams. He didn't want her to, have ambition. He didn't even want to put what she had to say into consideration. and he was of course cheating and lying to her and basically just using her. And on the other hand, you have this guy who, supports her, cares for her, would go above and beyond to make sure that she's okay. Like, he genuinely loved her. He wasn't doing it from a selfish place. And she got to realize that later on, like, who is actually best for her, like make the right decision on what to do moving forward. Like, although this her boyfriend is rich, he's well to do, he spoils her with money and all of that, but at the depth of it all, he a good wasn't a good guy for her. He did not actually love her. He just saw her as this, thing to keep and just leave her. They're more like a plaything, essentially, like he said. And watching the movie, you get to see how we girls tend to ignore red flags. We get to ignore these things that are so glaring, like it is hitting you in the face. But because of, how things are so rosy, or because you think he's the perfect man, you just let it slide. So yeah, so we should take note of certain things that we know in the long run we would not be okay with. Then reevaluate your choices, reevaluate your situation, and do what's best for you. Like, make the best decision for yourself. So yeah, so have you seen the movie Destination Heart? It's a very interesting, although long movie. I don't know why it had to be over 2 hours long, but it's very interesting. It also shows you how, pursuing your passions and your dreams can, take you far. Like, doing things you actually love can, makes sense. You can use that to get by. Pursuing your dreams and your passion can pay off. And also how, starting over from scratch can be difficult, but having the right people in your corner would also give you that boost and that ginger to push forward. And like, you would not know how well you would perform at something unless you try, which is just it. So if you want to do something, go for it. Just start and figure it out as you go. So have you seen the movie Destination Heart? Here on YouTube. Stars your fave, Clinton Joshua. So go check out the movie. If you like this video, please hit the like button. If you're currently watching any YouTube movies, please let me know down in the comment section. I would like to check them out. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe, check out my other videos, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.